Yeah, I'm the truth, bitch. Truly goated.
Welcome to the I Guess So podcast. Another great episode planned for you guys.
I guess so.
I guess so.
Here we go.
If you don't know, then I guess so.
Here we go.
And if you don't know, yeah, we got the flow. Yeah, we gonna go. Yeah, I already know. Got my boy Ryan. He the new guest. I really hope he performs on his best.
Yo.
And if not, we gonna milk this shit like titty breast.
And punch him in the chest.
Chesty. Hit him with the right then the lefty. Better be sneaky. Queen. Clean. Everything that rhymes with queen. Mean. Steam. I'ma go and run like a machine. Dream. Beam. I'ma pop a couple beams. Cause I popped the pill at the crib. Now I'm drooling all up on my bib. And I popped the pill at the crib. Now my beat. I'm not gonna say that last part.
Yeah. Spitting about some bullshit. I ain't even got a full clip. Semi-loaded. I'm the truth, bitch. I'm goated. You already know it. I'ma need a moment. Yeah. I'ma need a moment. Cause
all my life, huh? Alright, we'll cut this shit down.
yeah. That's enough bullshit.
Welcome to another episode of the I Guess So podcast. I don't know what number this is, but if you're tuned in and you listen to all of them, or mostly all of them, I thank you. I appreciate you. This show is brought to you by California's Beauty and Barbershop, where our performances are great. Customer satisfaction is what we pride ourselves on. If you don't like your fucking cut, even if it is good, at the end of the day, you're right. We'll redo it.
Come get your shit lined up, you fucking long-haired, dirty motherfuckers.
Even if you tell me you want a haircut, I do the haircut, then you're like, I want a different haircut, and I should be charging you double, but I won't because customer satisfaction is what we do. I'll do it for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
I need a cut.
Now we'll talk business after this. This is pleasure. Oh shit!
Feels good.
What the fuck was that? There's some asshole revving his engine. Why do people do that? I get it.
We hear you out there trying to establish your dominance.
I get it when I was young. Now I don't get it. It's just stupid to me.
And it's a lot of older men too, though.
Waste of gas.
So bright in here. It's not really that bright.
Yeah, I had my shades on for a minute, but
shades off.
I'm gonna let people see my real eyes, see my real face.
Seriousness.
Sometimes you got to realize. All right, I didn't do a proper intro. We got me, your host, co-host, Matt Canis, put the camera on me. All right, back to me. All right, we got another person here. We're going to call him today OG from underneath, the Queen King B from the east, Mr. Jack Bernardo.
Si, papi.
He unfortunately doesn't have a mic today because we're having some technical difficulties. If you'd like to donate a mic, we're always open. We're running on a budget. We're bowling on a budget here.
That'll be a cool thing. Donations accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get one of these giveaways started.
Yep. 5 years down the road, we're going to give away this guy, just in case you didn't know. So if you're listening, 5 years down the road, you might get him. Sign up now. All right. And our proper intro for our new guest. I always let our new guests introduce themselves however they want to be called or known as on the streets or on this podcast or just in life in general. How do you want to introduce yourself?
Busy.
That's what you want us to call you?
Busy.
Busy.
It's my gamer tag, dude.
How do you spell it?
Bizzy.
Like Busy Bone.
Where'd you get
Busy
that?
Bone. I don't know. I was like 13 years old, and I
You said fuck it?
said fuck it. Busy Wizzy Nilla. That was the OG name.
Busy Nilla?
Busy Wizzy Nilla.
Busy Wizzy Nilla.
I don't know.
Fuck it. Do you remember at the time what was influencing your life to where you're like, Busy Wizzy Nilla is what I'm going with?
Nilla wafers. Literally. I just seen the box. And it was like, Nilla. Busy Wizzy Nilla.
Fuck it. That's what I'm going to pay $50 a year for.
Some vanilla.
And I still love them to this day.
But Nilla wafers are pretty fire.
They're pretty good. I've tried them in like pudding. People make them with like banana pudding and they'll put the fucking wafers in. That shit's
What's your favorite cookie?
Favorite cookie?
Not crackers.
Nah, yeah. I feel you. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with America's favorite cookie and say the Oreos, bro. They slap, honestly.
Famous Adams chocolate chip. Or Famous Amos.
Oh yeah, Famous Amos. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Famous Amos chocolate chip.
Yeah, those are fire.
But they're not Oreos.
They're not. They're better.
Damn.
I was gonna say it depends on the mood I'm in. I'll either want Oreos or like straight up chocolate chips.
Yeah, those are good, but you can't do what you do with Oreos. You can't dip them in the milk into the same. They're made for milk.
Right.
They're milk's. Isn't that what's on the box? Milk's favorite cookie.
You know what? One thing. It's kind of like a thing they've done in my family forever. Like I've learned it. Same thing with the cookies, but yeah, you could get some cookies and just put them in the milk and fucking kind of eat them like cereal with a spoon.
I've done it.
Yeah, shit's pretty good with chocolate chips. Cause yeah, I know what you mean. You try to dip them in, they're gonna fucking crumble and break apart on you.
Yep.
You're gonna get your fingers fucking wet up in there.
They just don't work the same way.
Or like if you like bake them too long,
Oh yeah.
just throw them in a bowl, add some milk, you're good.
Well, they're America's favorite cookie for a reason. Is it really America's favorite cookie?
That's what it says on the box. That's what I've seen in the commercials.
I wonder if it really is. I wonder if they took a test on people that, hey, what's your favorite cookie? And just asked a million people, what's your favorite cookie?
Like a survey. They
I
probably
think
did.
Oreo has the money to do that survey.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
for sure. But I'm still going with Famous Amos.
Nah, yeah. I mean, to each their own, man. It's all about your cookie. It's all about your preference. What kind of cookie you like?
Yes, sir.
You go eat that cookie.
Yeah, we don't discriminate over here.
So you want to tell us about your wrongful termination?
I wouldn't really call it a wrongful termination. I put my 2 weeks in on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So today is Monday now after the weekend. I show up to my job, and my immediate supervisor is there this morning. He's like, "Come here, let me talk to you for a quick second." And I was just like, "Okay." Like,
did he give you like an attitude face?
Not really, but you could just tell he was just trying to not look at me, trying to fucking like kind of be short or just I don't know, like kind of short and salty. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, so I'm just like, okay.
Before this, was he friendly?
He's always been kind of friendly, but he's the kind of dude that is like
fake.
Yeah, like you a fake bitch. Like you being friendly to try to be cool, but then you're gonna bitch at us, for every little wrong thing we do. Well, anyways, long story short, I get it. That's what you're supposed to do as a boss. I mean, yeah, like I wasn't trying to be his friend ever.
No, I mean you shouldn't be trying to be your friends anyways.
Yeah, nah, I was never like that. But I think that's what they did expect that from me. Like I got written up 2-3 weeks ago because they said I had an attitude problem and like I wasn't getting along with the rest of the fucking our company and this and that. And that's kind of what I told them. I was like, well, I'm not fucking here to be your guys' friends or this or that. I'm like, I'm fucking here to do my job. And if I fucking happen to get a little bit cranky or bothered, it shouldn't fucking matter to you guys, up front if I'm back here in the warehouse. But they're just I feel
really
like
shouldn't. Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, it was like my immediate store manager who's just trying to control fucking literally everything. Like he tries to control everyone. Everyone there jokes around and calls him a fucking Nazi. Because he tries to fucking control everyone. So I have a feeling he was like the main person behind everything. Was just kind of like, well, fuck him. If he doesn't want to work here, we'll just fucking let him go. But that's pretty much what happened. Like I go in today, my boss is like, we're gonna go ahead and accept your 2 weeks as of today. So you can just go home. We're gonna pay you for the day. He was like trying to be cool with me still. He's like, you don't have to rush off or anything. You can pack your stuff up. I already packed my stuff up Friday. Like when I put my 2 weeks in, I had like my shit gone from my desk and this and that. So I was like, well, there's really nothing I need to get. I was like, I can fucking go. And they were like, we're gonna need your key and this and that. Like my other boss came, I already had it on the table. I kind of just chucked it on there, like when my other supervisor was there.
Cling, 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 cling.
It's like a metal table. It just fucking just slaps like on the fucking sides, like ding, like a fucking. So I already had it on there. My other manager comes up. He's like, I'm gonna need your key. I'm like, it's right there. And he's like, oh, thanks. You're already ready for me. And I was like, yep. I was like, it's cool working with you and this and that. And I just kind of laughed as I went away because I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I was like, this is exactly what I wanted because I really didn't fucking want to be here anyways.
That's what you were saying last night.
But yeah, I was playing with these guys last night on fucking PlayStation. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to fucking go to bed. I don't want to fucking go in tomorrow to that shitty ass place because I already knew they were going to either treat me like this or be salty or just be like, upset at the fact that I'm leaving. And yeah, I was right. Like they just told me to fuck off for my last 2 weeks. So
I wonder what
I don't know.
they think
they're like they think they're hurting me probably somehow, maybe like taking money away from my pockets or something like that. I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Like I already got my other job lined up. I've already paid rent for this month. I'm good. Like, I'm not tripping at all. Yeah, I got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks off before I start my new job now.
I just think I would do it differently. I probably would have been like, hey, you know what, dude? It's cool. I'm gonna keep you on these 2 weeks. I need to find somebody to replace you.
Right.
It's not gonna be easy. So just hold the fort for 2 weeks.
I think they just brought someone from elsewhere in the company to like train to do my job. I think they were coming in today.
Oh, so they already got it covered.
So I'm pretty sure that's probably why they're just like fuck off. But yeah, like I said, they're probably just salty. They expected me to stay there forever. Because I was unhappy for the last 2-3 months. I would tell them like give me more fucking money.
Which it wasn't a crazy request.
It wasn't. I just wanted a couple dollars more, and I feel like I did a really good job there. But yeah, they just like at the end of the day, they don't fucking care. They're the type of company that doesn't. They won't ever like pat you on the back.
Yeah.
They just look at all the negative shit you do. So
and we haven't said any company names, so
I'm not going to, because then the fucking the owner's gonna come at us for defamation. They're fucking putting a stain on my fucking company name.
that would be crazy, huh?
That might be crazy. That's why I'm not saying anything at all. That no one knows what it is unless you know me. You know where the fuck I was working at. But yeah, they're I'm honestly really happy to be gone from there. Because like I said, I just told them last night just how fucking miserable I was there. And to be fully honest with y'all, I did put my 2 weeks in. I was only gonna go this 1 week, and then not show up next week. Like the second week that I was supposed to be there, I was gonna tell them anyways. Like yeah, I'm not coming back. Because my daughter starts school next week, so I was planning on taking it off anyways. But yeah, I mean, they think they were hurting me or something like that. I'm like, you're doing me a favor. I get to fucking go home and dick off and chill. Yeah, until I start my new job.
Fuck yeah.
You had any shitty jobs?
Oh, hell yeah. Every one of them.
They're all shitty?
All shitty. Except for the ones with, like, Oscar and, like, doing maintenance. I like that shit. And landscaping was pretty cool, too. That's, like, my trade. But, I mean, every other job before that was
That's what you're good at, landscaping?
landscaping.
Well, fuck it. Open up your own landscaping. I know it's easier said than done. It's not
Shit.
impossible.
Some guys that stopped working at my previous warehouse with me, like
Yeah.
less than 6 months ago, they're cousins. They just fucking they started their own landscaping.
I
could've.
learned recently it's really easy to get an LLC nowadays.
Yeah, it's outrageously easy.
Back then, like when my parents ran businesses, they had to go like some office and make an appointment with some
I think
lady.
you just go online now.
Yeah,
And
everything's
just
just
fucking,
online.
Yeah.
You get a quick tax ID, a LLC,
Yep.
and you can start getting loans and shit with your LLC.
Yep.
Obviously, you could fuck up your credit not pay them back, but usually like they're more willing to give out money to businesses.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom owns a couple LLCs. So
You can open up your LLC for anything.
anything, literally.
Anything, really.
Anything.
Even if you, like I see, maybe you just buy and trade shit on Facebook Market.
Yep.
Buy and sell.
Yep. I do a lot of painting, so like, I mean, I wouldn't do it like an art shop, but like I sell a lot of shit on like Facebook or like Let Go and shit like that.
Oh, you need to show
my,
me your gallery.
Yeah, I will. I was gonna bring one today,
I'll get one here for the shop.
but I was like a little late on my shower, so I was like, "Fuck!" I just rushed out the door, so I wanted to be on time. You
That's
know,
all right. You can bring it in and buy some time.
because I was gonna bring in
Or
a
if you're-
painting, and then Manny, I have a fucking that Spider-Man statue
Oh yeah.
that came with the game for the PS4.
Like the punk one.
Not the punk one. It's the one where it's like the Sinister Six.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that too, but we'll do that on a personal time.
Yeah. Well, like I always say, I when it comes to like friends' businesses,
Right.
even if they're to the point where they're like, nah, it's cool, man. I really don't like
Yeah.
taking shit for free.
Right.
So you can show me your gallery and I'll buy one from you.
Dude, I mean, it's just fluid art. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure I'll like it.
You should
Well,
try
I'm
it.
not sure I'll like it, but I'm sure.
Oh, I think you'll like it.
That's good salesmanship.
Some
Yeah.
fluid
Oh, yeah.
art.
Yeah, fluid
Fluid
art.
art.
Man. It's dope. It's
Is it
just,
like modern art?
honestly,
Is it like that weird art where people literally just like splatter on the
Yep.
wall and they're like, "This
Yep.
is art,
Yep.
$700."
Yeah, but like, so like the way I do it though is I don't just splatter it. Like you just put like a white base down, and then you just add your colors and shit. And like they have this shit. It's called like a cell maker or cell advancer, and it like creates like weird like
Patterns or something.
patterns and shit. And then you can like swipe it or get a fucking trash bag and dap it, whatever, you know.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
You
you
make-
just, you just got to look at it and see the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is it one of those that you tell people it's kind of you can perceive it however you want?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them, so I'll
I'm a big fan of even like the psychiatrists. The ones is it psychiatrists, the ones
Those
that
are
you-
like Rorschach
Yeah.
tests or something like
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
like
like-
those.
Like ink blots.
I like those.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like staring at them. They make me think.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do, right? Yeah.
What do you see? Even these crazy tapestries we have. Sometimes I'll be eating lunch in here, and I just look at these and I look at how many layers there really are to it. Like even though you can't see because it's behind you, but all the layers that are to this fucking Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one out of your house or this one?
Oh yeah, these are mine.
Yeah.
These are some of my blankets.
Because I know Oscar has some of them. Oh, these ones are blankets. They're not the tapestry
Yeah.
Well, I guess a blanket is a tapestry.
I have some tapestries,
right?
but
I would.
I mean they're all the same. But the blankets are actually made of thicker material, like than
warming material.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I like them.
I want to get some more like from this fucking company. Shout out Waz Shop, WAZ Shop. But
Good thing you reminded me. I got some people that wanted some stuff answered today.
yeah, fucking like they just recently. I mean, they always drop tapestries and stuff like this, but they just made some anime ones. There's one that's really fucking cool. It has like it's like a. Have you seen Oscar's Smash Bros one that has all the characters?
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah, it's like that, but it's all the anime fucking characters, like legit,
That's dope.
like any fucking anime you could think of. Like they're all fucking on there.
That's dope.
It's pretty cool.
I don't want to just make it like this client or person asked this, so I guess I'll just transition into it. You remember how I was kind of bullshitting on the chat room last time about Andrew Tate? I was like, listen to some Andrew Tate and you'll get the hang of things. Did you get a chance to listen to him?
I have. Well, I mean, like when I'm scrolling on Facebook, like I'll see him all the time. You know, so
They wanted to get our opinion on him.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
What's your opinion on him?
I mean, I don't hate the guy. I mean, honestly, he's a fucking badass dude. Like he's got money. He's changed his life around how he wants it. So I mean, like kudos to him. But
I guess they're talking more about like what he represents. That's kind of what they're kind of curious about.
I feel like he kind of represents everything though.
His ideology. He's pretty smart about everything.
Yeah, I mean, like he
overall.
really is. I mean, honestly,
He's well spoken for dropping out of school.
Right.
I think it's fucked up how like I don't think they had any prostitutes or any of that. I think it's fucked up how the whole Romania thing happened where they. I mean I don't know the full story 100%. He was arguing with some fucking the fucking green fucking I don't know her name, Greta something, right? Like the fucking
Thornburn.
Yeah, like the fucking green earth fucking
Yep.
advocate or whatever the fuck. And then I know something happened where he showed his pizza boxes on the fucking company. So then the Romanian fucking police found him or something, and they supposedly accused him of prostitution or some shit like that.
Like human trafficking.
Yeah,
You're aware of that?
yeah.
Yeah, I would listen to some stuff. I guess they don't have any charges on them.
Yeah, they don't because I feel like at the time that
any
was
evidence. I should say so.
I feel like at the time that was another distraction or just something else going on. You know what I mean? Like to fucking or like the government was trying to silence him because of his views on like we were talking about the Matrix and stuff. But he's just trying to get people to break free from the system, and that's what they fucking don't want. Like
Oh yeah,
that's what the higher powers don't want. Like they don't want people to break free from your 9 to 5, from your fucking, government and taxes and this and that. Like,
people who don't believe in those higher up societies, I think, are a little either they just don't want to believe because they feel safer believing the other way, or they're just.
I've even
dumb.
seen stuff on Joe Rogan's like podcast about the pharmaceutical companies and how those co-pays and shit like that. Fucking like they just do motherfuckers dirty, like thinking they got the insurance and this and that. And they're charging motherfuckers more than what the drugs are actually fucking worth, and
Not
it's
just
crazy.
That,
they don't make a dime either. Like they make some, but ultimately that shit just goes back into big pharma's pocket.
Not just that, they release drugs that fuck people up, and they like calculate for their lawsuit.
Yeah,
like, fuck it, we're gonna release this anyway.
They're designed to fucking keep you, like not fully healthy. Like you'll never heal just to be dependent on them and shit like that.
I have always had that idea in my head. I'm like, these guys just want to keep it coming back.
Oh yeah,
that's like a drug dealer. You wanted him to keep coming back.
Yeah, like people. I mean, people. Think prescription pills and this and that are not as bad, but some of that shit's worse than
probably the worst.
Yeah, than fucking street or recreational drugs and shit. Mm-hmm. And they're more a habit forming and stuff like that has been proven.
Yeah, it has.
Because it's part of your daily life.
I think fentanyl's like 100,000 deaths a year so far.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking people.
A lot in Colorado here within the last year or two. Like I don't know any of these people personally, but I've known friends of friends. I see it on Facebook, and like within the last 2 years, like a lot of people have known someone that was like pretty much OD'd on like you know, like some shit that was laced with fucking fentanyl, whether it be cocaine or in pill form or something. But
Yeah.
shit's everywhere.
I was
Got to get some test strips to test your drugs.
Yep, exactly.
if you're gonna be going that
I
route.
worry about people that I know that do it.
I know. So do I. I always tell people, be careful. I've tried telling them that too. Test your drugs. Get some drug kits. They don't cost a lot on Amazon nowadays.
How much are they?
I don't know. You could probably get a pack
you
of
can
a
get
few
them
for
free.
like. Yeah. I think
really?
there
Like
is.
at the hospital or something?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they
there
have
is
a clinic
places.
for
Yeah,
it.
there's places and clinics that give them for free. They're just trying to educate people and keep them safe. You know.
Yeah, because there's like that one couple that died, and they were like, they were just doing some coke.
And they had the baby and shit in the house. Yeah. And they
That
had
was
like
right,
a
that
whole.
was right
It
across the
was.
street from my mom's.
Yeah, it was a couple and like two of their cousins. I think it was like 4 people that died that night off of just partying off of what they thought was just some fucking yayo.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta really trust your plug or get your own trust strips.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trust your plug.
And even your plug, 9 times
Well,
out of
maybe
10.
maybe even buying coke from the same guy for 10 years.
I was gonna say even them 9 times out of 10. I mean, they might like they
don't even know what they're getting.
Yeah, they ain't making that shit
Yeah, they
themselves
don't even
most
know
of
what
the
they're
time.
getting.
So they're just like, okay, they're trusting the guy they're getting it from. You
Yep.
never fucking know.
Very true. It's just people on top of people.
That's why I'm saying smartest way for anyone is to test that shit yourself, if you're going to be doing that kind of stuff. Especially nowadays, that shit's just, everywhere.
It literally is everywhere. It's sad. I've seen the city just decline because of it, Because I can see the other side of Colorado. Everyone sees like the nice, pretty side, but like...
Not if you go down towards 16th Street, it's getting like that. I mean,
well, that's where I live.
Yeah.
I live right there.
It's crazy because it's really cool to live downtown, but they're fucking it up.
Mm-hmm. They really are. I mean, they really are.
It's like there's a lot of cities, major cities like that, like even in LA, like they've always centered them towards Skid Row and towards the fucking center of the city. And it's like, like they just push the homeless into the fucking heart of it where people think no one else has to deal with them. They get them out of all the surrounding neighborhoods and try to fucking...
you want to keep them centered.
Well, yeah. But not if you got
It just happens to be fucking up those people's lives.
but not if you got lovely cities like that. I really think there's more that could be done. I know there is shelters and shit like that already in place for a lot of homeless people, but I don't know, man. I mean, there's...
What's crazy, what you see like in movies and shows of like future civilizations where there's parts of the city that are kind of like what Skid Row looks like if that happens for another 100 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where like kids are going to be starting to be born there and they're going to grow up in Skid Row, being born in Skid Row, and that's going to be their lifestyle.
It reminds me of like District 9, like those alien movies with like the little little poor ass sections of the fucking
brick mansions.
City. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to think about, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, like these people on Skid Row, you think some of them aren't going to be fucking, like, maybe not all of them are drug addicts either. Some of them are just people that have had bad luck, with stuff, so they're still going to be trying to raise their families or live however they can until they can get out of that situation.
Well, see, what's probably going to happen is if these homeless people start going to the hospital's going to want to take the kid away from them because they have no stable...
Yep.
So what they're going to do is be like, well, we can't go to the hospital. We have to find a midwife here in Skid Row. And that's just going to become a pattern.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how many like pregnant women you see on the streets, like homeless. Because like I was homeless for like 6 months, and I mean, my lord, I seen like so many pregnant women, and they were still using, and they're homeless.
How was that, if you don't mind me asking?
What? Being
like
homeless?
how was it? Like, explain a little bit. I don't know what you mean. Because homeless could be that you're just coasting from friends to friends' couches. Homeless could be that you live under a bridge. So what does that mean? Homeless where you make it.
Colfax and Sheridan, sleeping behind the dealership. There's a car dealership right there. And across the street is a 7-Eleven. And I was sleeping behind there for a day.
Do you have your car?
No.
You never car? Oh, well,
I didn't have a car.
It definitely helps in that situation to have a car.
I didn't have shit.
Yeah.
I literally didn't have shit. And I mean, it was my fault, but I mean, it really opened my eyes. I have a home now.
I definitely think it gives you an advantage in the point of you got this perspective and not a lot of people could have.
Yeah, well, and that's what I mean is because it's like I see this side of Colorado that's like so beautiful, and I want to enjoy it. But like Manny said, you just go downtown where it's fun. It's everywhere, man, and I don't even want my kids down there because it's just fucking everywhere. It's you know. So
Yeah, I took my daughter to the museum this past weekend.
the art museum.
The Nature and Science
Oh yeah,
Museum.
that one's dope.
It's pretty cool, but yeah, like I mean, there's just areas like we went to eat at Illegal Pete's after that. There's just areas, you know, where you gotta know where to go and where not to go. Like nowadays, like you know, being around there, and it doesn't really matter, especially in the day. I'm like, I ain't fucking scared of going nowhere, but I still, I don't want my daughter to see all these fucking
because they'll just do it in
crackheads
public.
and bums, and and I've seen users, some of them just fucking
They don't give two fucks.
smoking by on their fucking bikes. I seen this one guy, it was crazy. Like he was like doing the no pedal thing, and like on his bike and with his fucking two hands, he's just fucking hitting a crack pipe, and I'm like, god damn, like. They just did give no fucks. Hey, I just seen this other funny ass video. Like it's totally unrelated, but it was here in Denver because someone commented like that was right in front of this school, so and so. But there's this guy getting like fucking rowdy, and I think security kicks him out, and like he fucking takes his shirt off, and then this guy comes by in a wheelchair, like he's fucking wheeling by, and he slaps him, like he slaps the guy that's getting all rowdy, and like. He just smacks him and keeps wheeling, and he doesn't even know what to do. He looks at him, and the people recording are like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm gonna have to look it up to show you guys. It's so fucking funny.
Oh shit, that sounds hilarious. I don't even know what the fuck I would do either. Of a guy in a wheelchair,
Right?
You just gotta let him get away with it.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. He probably was like ready to swim. He looks at him, and he's just like. And the guy just keeps going. Like, he don't even try to chase him or nothing. Like,
well, you could smack him back.
You could, but I think just looking at it in a wheelchair, you're just part of it is your conscience like fuck, man, I can't hit this guy back. Like,
he's like fuck, I already lost.
Fuck that.
And you know this guy, the guy that's causing a corruption, like he didn't seem like he was in a either right state of mind or he was fucked up or something, but he still doesn't hit the guy in the wheelchair back. Like he just kind of like just takes it, just like fuck, like
he's like I just got
and he just keeps wheeling away. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
Damn.
How long did you say it was 60 days?
Where?
When you were going through that?
Well, so I was homeless for 6 months.
6 months. So maybe that is long enough to possibly get there. Because I have a theory that some people that are, as like I always like, it's a saying, I don't know how to put it in words, but like I always tell myself, like, even though they're on the streets and they got all this fucked up like dangers around the street that could happen to them, they also don't have the day-to-day stresses that we have. They're freer than us.
So it's kind of like why the caged bird sings in a way, and it's like they're homeless, but you think somehow they're like kind of happy or carefree.
Yeah, like you got to worry about where you're gonna get your next meal and how you're gonna get high for some people or shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on what you're doing while you're homeless, because like there's a couple people out there who are not doing the drugs, but
they're just stuck in an unfortunate situation.
They're produced, like they're giving away the drugs, they're selling it and shit, and they got to worry about people coming and killing them, and so I mean, like it's a different kind of.
Where I was going with that though is, at any point did you start to maybe give up on getting back on your feet? Where you're like, I could get used to this. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Move
them.
Yes,
I got real comfortable.
Good? That's good.
For sure.
You got comfortable, huh?
Yeah, you do get comfortable because you're right. You don't have mom or dad or wife or the 9 to 5. You don't have that shit. But those people who think like that, I think, are fucking crazy, because it is miserable being homeless. And I mean, there are some people who are like, that's like a disorder for them,
Yeah.
But being on drugs and being homeless, it's not fucking fun. And like, so if people like that, I mean, like I liked it for a second because I was being stupid and I was getting high.
Yeah.
So that's why I liked it, and I was making money by selling drugs. So that's why I was enjoying it.
But eventually the fun went away.
The fun went away real fucking quick. But I also have a family too. And so like that whole time I'm like, my kids, my fucking wife, my mom, but they're not talking to me at this point.
Oh, well, see, that's a big motivator right there. It might have been different if you didn't have your wife and kids.
Yeah. Well, that's why I lost them, was drugs and shit. So,
But I'm saying without them, you might have just been like, fuck it. You might have not struggled to get back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So. But it's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't say it's fun. But I always thought it's like I said, it's a unique experience.
It's definitely unique. It's definitely unique, and I'm glad that I went through that process in my life, because now I know.
Has anybody? Well, I guess you have a better answer than anybody I can ask. That has anybody ever asked, either now or as a kid, like, would you be homeless for a year if after that you become a millionaire?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I would do it if I knew I was looking forward for $1 million.
You already did it for half of that time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think,
you know.
So it's
funny,
so it's doable.
right?
If you got a good head on your shoulders.
It's doable if you're smart. You know. If you're born and raised here and you know what the fuck is up,
Yeah.
then you know what you're gonna make it easy. It's an easy process, but it's just a lot of illegal shit and a lot
At
of
that point, I don't think it really matters.
yeah, but because I didn't want to be homeless forever,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to catch a charge. You know what I mean? Like, so
Just
it
a
was
matter of time.
It was just exactly, and so I'm glad I did what I did to get away from that because it was
Withdrawals are a motherfucker, aren't they?
oh yeah, dude. Well, I slept through mine. So
What would you say was your hardest withdrawal on what substance?
the fentanyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say it's horrible to get off of it.
Yeah. I literally wanted to fucking kill myself. Like
They
it was
say that.
bad.
Yeah, I think they said that. Prescription pills and alcohol are the hardest things to kick.
It's almost the same too. Like with this fentanyl, it's like almost like an alcoholic withdrawal because it can kill you.
Yeah.
Because you can die from withdrawing off of alcohol, and you can die from withdrawing off of the fentanyl too.
Well, yeah, because you're just stressed out all day. You can have high blood pressure.
God.
And you can
Whole bunch
give
of
yourself
shit.
a fucking heart attack, a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
You could overheat yourself if you're having withdrawals in 100-degree weather outside.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy shit, man. People outside.
My dad got like kind of sick at one point where like this was like maybe 8-9 years ago. Like I can't remember if it was something in his liver, but it was something. And the doctors did tell him, like, to fucking stop drinking for a minute or doing this. And he was, like, he said he was having withdrawals, from alcohol and shit. And he was, like, waking up in cold sweats and, stuff like that.
Well, even weed gives you withdrawals.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, anything you get your body used to will give you, even caffeine. When I tried quitting caffeine, I can't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that one's hard for me, too.
As much as I like weed still and I do edibles, I would give that, if I had to pick caffeine or weed, I'm sticking with caffeine.
Yep.
I would not be able to get through my day with caffeine.
Yeah, I pretty
too.
much drink caffeine almost every day, whether it be like those Celsius or something like.
I drink a
some
pre-workout every day, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of caffeine.
That's like 300 milligrams of caffeine in one
Dude, oh,
serving.
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes after that, depending how early I went to the gym, I'll still go take another quad shot.
Fuck
Espresso.
Fuck it, you know what I mean?
They say that you know what caffeine does to your brain? It doesn't actually give you energy. It blocks this receptor in your brain that tells you you're tired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It like just makes pretty much tricks your brain.
Yeah, and that's why you get
tired.
that. That's why you get that downfall because as
Yeah.
soon as that you've always been tired, but
Yeah,
your
it wears
body's-
off. Yeah.
I kind of want a coffee right now. That sounds
Yeah, I
fun.
know. I was going to say, that sounds good, man.
I've been thinking. Yeah, I drink those Celsius like sports drinks. But yeah, I think those have like what 200 milligrams of caffeine. But yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about one all day, and today I didn't drink one simply because, what happened at work. Like, because I would have probably got one on my lunch or after the little first morning rush.
Threw off your pattern.
Yeah, I just after they fucking told me to fuck off, I just went home and then I went to the gym.
You don't take pre-workout?
Not really.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, you got to do it.
That'll change your workout.
Oh, my God.
But you get to.
I have before. I've taken it with you a few times, and I have had it before. I remember one time you gave me some, and like it felt like my fucking hands were on fire, like they were tingling, bro. And I was just like, fucking
How long
shaking.
ago was this? I've tried some pretty strong ones that even I was like, God damn.
This was like the last time. I mean, it's been a minute. I can't remember the last time you gave me some, but I remember you just mixed it at your house before we went to the gym one night, like in a little cup, and maybe it was C4, maybe it was something else.
C4 is good.
Yeah, that's baby stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
shit,
can't remember.
my
I just
bad,
don't
damn.
drink. I just don't drink none of it. But at the time, I think I was just I felt fucking cracked out from it.
You want to
Yeah.
get fucked up, drink some gorilla mode.
I used to not drink like any caffeine at all. Like I've never been the type to drink coffee. I never used to fuck with like these sports drinks or anything that I fuck with now. But
Yeah.
so I think that's why it just hit me a little harder back then.
No, yeah, caffeine. It's just a big part of my day. Helps me function.
Yeah, I can see that. There's like I remember this funny ass episode of Dexter's Laboratory back in the day, and it was one where like his parents didn't fucking have coffee or
Oh, yeah, I
caffeine,
remember
and
that
they were
episode.
like fucking
just
zombies and they were
pissed.
useless,
Yeah.
and fucking pissed, and they looked like shit. Like they woke up and his mom didn't have no makeup, and his dad had the bags, and there's
Like the coffee machine broke or something.
yeah,
you know?
so yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
the coffee pot was broken or something, and
Such
yeah,
a
they
good
just
show.
look terrible. Yeah,
It's crazy how you don't get it as a kid. The underlying
Right.
Yeah.
truth. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of shit. Like I watch SpongeBob with my daughter now. There's so many like adult jokes in there, and so much shit that went over your head as a kid.
Oh yeah. A lot of adult jokes.
Yeah,
A lot.
What cartoon was that where it was just like the sexy waist? Was it Powderpuff Girls?
yeah, that was the mayor, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
mayor's assistant. Yeah, the mayor's assistant. They wouldn't even show her face. It was just really.
Oh really?
I don't remember that one.
Do they still make crossover cartoons?
Very rarely.
You remember that when it was like
my favorite one was fucking Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner. It
That
was
one
like
was sick.
That one
yeah,
was cool.
it was like a power hour, and they
Yeah.
made Timmy Turner look like CGI'd, and they made Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron look cartoon. It was fucking tight.
Didn't they do one time with fuck, I just drew a goddamn blank. It was one that I remember as a kid I really liked, but I just completely drew a blank. I hate it when that fucking happens.
I know what you mean. There's a lot of crossovers.
On like Cartoon
There was a
Network.
Scooby Doo crossover.
Oh, those they have a ton of those.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, there's a
Scooby Doo's
ton of 'em?
Scooby Doo's been with fucking everyone, like Batman, the Harlem Globetrotters, Dracula, fucking
Scooby Doo, dude.
Yeah, they're. I just saw a trailer for a new Scooby Doo movie. It's gonna be Scooby Doo meets the Justice League, and it's like
What?
it's all of them. It's like
The best Scooby Doo movie came out years ago. It's called Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
oh
or
yeah,
something
that's the
like
one
that.
with the cat
Yeah.
cat people.
That
and,
is the best
and
one.
the Hex girls, the fucking
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
witches.
Those are the best ones.
Those are the reasons I like goth girls.
Have you played Resident Evil 8? Where it's like
with
witches?
What is that?
mommy,
Village?
with
Yeah,
mommy
Village.
Demitrescu.
Yeah,
No,
they're
but
witches.
I've seen her in memes about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vampire lady.
Pretty hot, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the first person view in Resident Evil.
Well, I like 7 Biohazard because that one was more like a horror game. Like I
Yeah,
like
that was
vibe,
unique. It was unique.
You know?
But once they made the sequel or the next one 8 also like that, it
Yeah.
just wasn't as good.
No, I didn't even play it. But I just it wasn't my vibe.
Eight
you know?
is Village, isn't it?
Number
Yeah.
7 is the
I still
shit,
haven't
bro.
played it.
Yeah, straight up. Well,
Just because it was the first one maybe to take that first person view.
yeah. Well, I mean, have you ever played Outlast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game I fucking love that game. Or for PS4 there was PT. You guys ever remember that?
Have you guys
PT?
played the Calypso project or whatever the fuck it's called? It's on the new consoles. I
Mm.
want to get it.
I'm gonna have to look that
The
up.
Callisto Protocol or something.
Oh, that one where it's like in space.
Yeah, and they like
Yeah, that one
torture
look-
people.
Oh,
Yeah, that
okay,
one looks
I've heard
good,
of it.
yeah.
I've heard of it,
Yeah.
but I haven't checked it out.
Graphically,
Yeah.
beautiful. My lord.
When you get a chance, look up Project Ill.
Project
Oh yeah,
Ill.
you showed us that one.
Okay.
That's the one you showed, right? Me and Jack, right? Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Who did that when they're in their rap intro? Oh, Big Sean. Whoa.
Well. Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
He's an underrated rapper. He's dope.
I've always liked Big Sean since he first came out.
He produces a lot more now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Sean's dope. He can. I wonder. Has he ever been a freestyle rapper, like when he used to rap battle or anything?
I don't think he ever rap battled.
He definitely had it in him. Unless he practices writing down stuff for a long time, but I don't know.
I think honestly, I mean, most of these fucking like I'm not talking shit about the rappers or nothing, but there's very few rappers that go onto these sway freestyles that are like off
Yeah.
the top of their head. Like, yeah, most of those verses are like fucking practiced.
Lil
Yeah.
Dicky.
They're like written and shit.
I'm pretty sure his are fucking I'm pretty sure he ain't spitting right off the top of his head.
He's got some that he probably just keeps in his head.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like I have some of those too, like, but it's stuff like you kind of like memorize in a way, or stuff you pre-rehearse.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Even previously,
Yeah.
the shit you remember.
Yeah, because
lines.
there's plenty of beats. There's plenty of beats in the same cadence, so they'll write
Yeah.
it for a 16, and then it kind of just depends on what the beat it is. You could kind of slow your shit down or speed it up depending on, the bar shit.
Yeah,
But,
they have like, oh, I'm gonna keep that in mind. That'll sound good. But then they just change the.
that's kind of what I was saying last time. I was like, I wanted to spit some of my written ones, but it's more fun to just do shit off the top.
Yeah.
This is just silly raps.
Yeah.
People have been asking me that, listening to this, like, are you gonna be a rapper? And I was like, no, dude, I'm just kind of fucking around.
Well, shit, bro. We'll get you in the studio. We'll record
I'm gonna try and write something.
I was gonna say once I get more shit, I for sure want to get you on one verse.
I'll try to write
just
down
one.
something.
You could drop a quick 4 bars on one of my tracks for all I care. Just a quick verse.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
that'd be
some
cool.
sick shit though, Manny.
Yeah, you do, man. You need to rap more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to
for
get
real.
back. I need to get back on it.
Make some more.
I've been writing shit. I just gotta find the time to finish it. I think I'm gonna see John tomorrow. Since I got a couple weeks off of work, I think we're gonna work out tomorrow morning. I'm gonna talk to him about some of this shit, and I want to get him on here. And yeah, I want to link up with him to kind of finish some of the beats he's worked on for me in the past, so I can finish some of my projects I got in the works.
That'd
Yeah,
be
we got to
dope.
get him back on here.
Yeah.
He's been wanting to come back, right?
Yeah, he's really fucking busy, bro. Like I told you with with his own music, he's just going to Hong Kong next week into an actual kung fu tournament.
No shit.
Yeah, like
that's
he's fucking
dope.
yeah. I'll show you his Instagram later, but he trains like
It's Wing Chun, yeah.
yeah. He trains.
Oh, he does Wing Chun?
Yeah, he
Damn,
trains.
that's
Bro, he's
sick.
good. Like, and he's actually going. Yeah, like next week he's leaving to Hong Kong for an actual tournament.
Fuck.
I'm pretty. Yeah, he just told me today. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, that's fucking hella tight. But I'm really fucking proud of him. He's just really. He's always been really good at balancing his shit out, bro. Like he went to I think, college for a good minute, and like at that time he was doing this shit, his rapping shit. He still does like the shit with his band right now, Los Mocochetes.
Yeah, he just stays disciplined.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
yeah.
really
Sounds
disciplined
like
and
it.
busy.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's good
Wing
to keep
Chun.
Yeah, Wing Chun is dope, man. I did it for
Oh,
only
yeah.
a year, but it's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Well,
done
you got
Wing
the next
Chun.
2 weeks off. Maybe you can go to Hong Kong.
Bro,
yeah.
that'd be cool. Nah, but
That'd just be cool just to go to Hong
no,
Kong.
yeah. I
For
really,
real.
I really want to go. I can't afford to go right now on a whim like that. And I want to take these. I want to be off next week just to. My daughter's starting school, so I was already gonna. Yeah, I wanted to be off to have take her to school and shit for first week and see what's going on. And
That'd be cool. Imagine something ever happened like that. Like they're like the president of Hong Kong will wish interview with the IGS podcast.
that'd be fucking tight. What if my cousin John, if you go win that tournament in Hong Kong, yeah, you gotta be like, I wanna shout out, I guess so.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to get like John and maybe like his Wing Chun master or something,
Ooh,
for an
that'd be
interview
dope.
or something.
That would be pretty cool.
Like
They usually have good they're intellectual people like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
martial arts masters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. My master was Sifu. He's my Sifu. He's pretty cool, man.
nice.
Pretty into fighting as well, like boxing and MMA. So there was always something to talk about during training.
Oh
But
cool.
Yeah.
he was cool.
That is cool.
It was a fun year, but I didn't want to be. I knew I was like, I'm not gonna be a kung fu master. I just wanted to kind of get the gist of things.
It's like
It's
you beat
good. It's
someone's
good
ass,
to
you know?
get your feet wet. Dip
is.
into to kind of see. That's what I've read this book. Like some other guy was saying. It's good to try out multiple things, even if like you said, you're not gonna fucking master it or something. But it's good to
Yeah.
try things and see what you really fucking like. And yeah,
When it comes to the actual art, yeah, if you're fighting some average guy who doesn't have a hell of a lot of coordination, you can take him out with some Wing Chun stuff. But if you're going against like an MMA fighter, that shit's not gonna be enough.
Well, isn't Wing Chun like it's not isn't like
It's a lot of.
they can't practice it though, right? Like for the UFC or anything like that because it's illegal.
Well, no,
isn't
but
it?
I mean, you can adapt Wing Chun techniques like spinning around guard. Like it's hard to explain, but like,
Right.
you spin around hands to kind of they teach you how to work in circles, like
Yeah.
spinning around punches and shit. You can take that and apply it to MMA, but if you're strictly gonna stand in a Wing Chun stance versus an MMA fighter, he's probably gonna fuck you up.
Right.
He's probably gonna kick your feet out first of all,
Yeah.
and he's probably just gonna wrestle you down.
Yeah. I've seen it, man.
You need
I
a
like
little.
it,
You need a
man.
little bit of everything when it comes to like that level of fighting, but it's enough to fuck a
Right.
dude up in the street.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But what I benefited more from it in that year, I think, was the actual martial art. Like they teach you how to be a little peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and they teach you how to how to meditate. There was moments where at the beginning of class you had to meditate 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. My cousin John, he's always been, pretty chill and stuff. But since he, started doing that, I really do see him and feel like he's just, totally more zen and just, like fucking more chill fucking dude, I guess.
Yeah. You know what was weird is when you reach your first level, your first belt, quote unquote, you have to do a celebration where the Sifu takes you as under his wing, and by doing that, you have to present him with a cup of tea,
Really?
and he drinks it. And it's kind of weird because you have to get on your knees and offer it.
Hmm.
Kind of like a Godfather in a way. Like you're showing your respects.
Kind of, yeah. He takes the tea, and he's like he was in this badass just like robe that was like gold and red. He's like, "You're accepted next," and like it was so weird, but it was cool.
It's just like the customs,
Yeah, and then all your fellow classmen fucking hit you with the respect. Welcome.
It's pretty cool.
Dope.
It's
Yeah.
badass.
That's dope.
Yeah, I want to one day, also dip my feet into some sort of martial arts or just kind of, get into the basics of some of it.
It's fun. I've done Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Muay Thai, boxing.
It's fun to do a little bit of everything. Did you ever
Yeah.
have to use any of that shit in the streets when you were going through your face?
When I was actually training, there was this kid at school, and he'd always like want to fight me.
No, I mean, you have to like kick a homeless man's teeth in.
No, but I've kicked his teeth in, that kid. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. No, actually, I haven't used it at all in my life as an adult, really.
I mean, you hope not to, but it's cool to know that you can.
Yeah.
That's that. I feel like that's the main purpose of it, is so you can feel safe.
Yeah, that gives you peace as a person, knowing that you can handle yourself at least a little bit.
Right, because I mean, if you can't defend yourself, then you kind of
if you feel like inferior,
right,
they can just punk you.
Yeah,
that's when you have less self security.
Right, exactly.
Is that the right word? Less or more insecurity?
Yeah, more insecurity.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
I
had a brain fart.
I kind of had a moment like that, like around high school. So it started with I used to live in LA. It was pretty fucking rough neighborhoods. It all started with one of my homies. Alan, at the time, it was fucked up because it was like 6 of us fucking walking home from school, like fucking walking from the high school to one of our homies' house, who was like the closest motherfucker there. It was like 2 blocks from the school. But immediately when we're out of our school, like there's just a car of some fucking, some hood ass looking motherfuckers, and they were already eyeing us. Like they were already looking us up and down. My homie Alan, he had his fucking, this was like 2009. He had a sidekick, like the fucking flip sidekicks, those fucking phones. Yeah. So he's like walking down with it.
The Motorola sidekick.
Yeah. He's like walking down the street with it. We're like literally almost to my homie's house, like a block or 2 away. And yeah, these fools pull up in the fucking car. They're big, bro. Like we're like fucking maybe sophomores or juniors. They're like big motherfuckers, and 2 of them get out. And yeah, they fucking punked my homie there for his phone, like in front of all of us, and like we couldn't really do shit about it. Like it was really fucked up. So I was like, I remember for a time kind of being like really scared. I was like 16, 17. I was like afraid to walk through the hood at night. Like one time, and then I got jumped a few times after that. But the one time where I kind of got over my fears was when I got jumped by like 4 dudes, and yeah, I had to fucking fight them. Like I fucking kind of fought like 2 or 3 of them off, like good enough. Like to like get them off me, to like knock them down or whatever. Like they all ended up getting back up, but they wanted to steal my shit. They wanted to steal. I think I had an iPod, like the 1st or 2nd generation at the time, and then like a flip phone at the time, like a Verizon one. I fucking like stuffed them into my fucking pockets of my hoodie, like in fetal position, and I just took the fucking beating, bro. Like they fucking kicked the shit out of me, but I didn't let my shit go. So
you won
after that, I got more confidence because I did like fuck up like 3 of them. I fucking laid them out.
That's a pretty dope move. Just take it. Fuck you. They didn't take your shit.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They took my left shoe from me after I took the fucking beating. They couldn't take anything else. They took my left shoe. But I ended up finding it the next morning. Like they just fucking took it and fucking threw it just to be assholes.
That shows that you're a true gangster and they're not real gangsters, because the real gangsters would have stomped your fucking skull and taken your damn iPod.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like yeah, if they really fucking wanted to, they would have fucking either killed me for it or fucking really took it. But I mean, yeah, it was they were kids. Like they were kids that outnumbered me. I was a kid too in my hood.
Ironic how you were the gangster in this situation. No, they're not gangsters. They're fucking pussies.
Well, what's funny is like I was always like a skater kid or punk rocker. But there was a bunch of sureños like on my block, and them fools were like there was this one fool who was like fucking crazy. His name was like Chucky, I think, or that was his nickname, his street name.
You don't want to fuck with that guy.
No, you really didn't. Like he was. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, he fucking scared me, bro. I knew him. He lived in my apartments. I knew him and like all the other fools. But when they would see me walking by, they would always just fucking do a little fucking thing, or be like, or be like, what's up, fool, or ACDC. Or they would kind of tease me, but they never fucked. They never fucked with you. Yeah, they would say some shit like that. I think maybe I did have an ACDC shirt at one time, or they would just say some fucking band name or something. But
how old were you?
Like 14, 15, like maybe freshman or sophomore.
Maybe that Chucky guy respected you because you were in close enough distance also where you can maybe sometimes hear his reality, like what's really going on inside.
Well, I remember I knew him since we were younger. Like we kind of did grow up together, and then I didn't see him for 4 or 5 years, and then he's just
Chucky.
He's just a fucking he's just a scary ass motherfucker. He was like bald, he had like scars and shit, and he was into some shit. But he was always cool with me. Like I can't remember. I think he had an older brother named Manuel, who was also Manuel. For some reason, I remember he didn't really like me, and he would kind of like talk shit to me or whatever. But I vaguely. I remember like his brother Chucky would be like, nah, like, leave him alone, or this fool's cool, or something like that.
He's
like,
cool, fool.
Pretty much, yeah. He was just
you
like,
got Chucky on your side.
Yeah, he was just like, nah, like, fucking like let him go.
Well.
But it was that was cool. Just part of growing up in
What part of LA?
it's like Inglewood, Gardena. Like
Okay.
like I live near Crenshaw on 147th.
Oh shit. Oh
There's
yeah.
like if you're from there, it's like southern LA. That's like there's like a fucking airport. It's like the Hawthorne Airport. That's not like LAX, but it's like a more little private ass airport. But I live like pretty close to there. I live pretty close to the they turned it into a museum now, but it's the house where the Beach Boys actually lived in like the 40s. I always thought that was like one of the coolest things in my little neighborhood. It's pretty interesting.
Historical.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Hey, have you guys heard about that? It's just clickbait, but they say that the government released saying that there's like they believe or they can confirm that there's aliens at press conferences.
Yeah. I mean, bro, it's a. I feel like this goes back to like where we talk about. This goes back to where we talk about fucking. We're talking about distractions and this and that or other shit, but I feel like part of it is a distraction, but I feel like it's not definitely not true. Like everyone now is saying that do you remember like a month ago that one chick who everyone thought was crazy and she's on the plane like that motherfucker is not real? Like people are saying now.
I never understood that.
You never?
Yeah, I didn't either.
Did you see it at all?
Yeah, but she's saying like he's really not real. Or she's saying like he's not a real ass dude. Like he's
That's
just fake.
that's what nobody knows.
That's what I thought she was saying. He's not real.
So look. That's what I've seen the original video, and then I saw another video from some guy who supposedly was on the plane, and he like explains what he saw happening, and he says that he saw the lady talking to the guy in the back, but that he couldn't see. Like the motherfucker had a hood on, like he had a fucking hood on, and he was like this. And he said he wasn't talking back to her. That it seemed almost like she was talking to him, and like he was maybe responding in her mind, or she was only hearing. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like it was a one-sided conversation. Like she was like talking to him, and he's not really motioning. That's what this passenger says. And then like she starts getting belligerent more and more, and she gets up and starts freaking out, and she's just like, no, like get away from me, this or that.
Maybe she's on shrooms.
Yeah,
that's what everyone
she's
says.
Imagine how much that would trip you out.
I mean, yeah, everyone says she was fucking bugging out, but other people, are saying that they seen this guy look weird. Like this guy ends the video saying that he does kind of look up at him and supposedly winks at him. This is where I think he's full of shit, or he wasn't really on the plane. He says he winks at him and that his fucking eye closes like this, not like this. You know what I mean? Like it closes like sideways. So some people are saying that is a reptilian or a shapeshifter or some kind of fucking alien on the flight that this lady's seen.
Is that completely impossible then?
I don't think it's impossible.
might have been a fucking
but it
alien.
sounds funny and it's fucking crazy. It sounds funny and crazy, but I mean, yeah, like I don't think it's fully out of this world, and I think if that really is what happened, and this motherfucker reptilian alien did wink at this guy, and he just kind of tells him like nobody's gonna fucking believe you, like
Right.
I mean that's just fucking crazy to think about.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is to think that these aliens are not intelligent ass life beings like we fucking think. Like I'm scared of two motherfuckers like me and you. And yeah, they're fucking around with motherfuckers on passenger flights and just dicking off and smoking alien weed and thinking it's so fucking funny. And
just to fuck with people, yeah.
Basically, yeah. They just think it's fucking hilarious. They're just like, you fucking
check it out. We gonna fuck with these people.
Yeah, you dumb humans. Yeah, like that's what's kind of sends chills up my spine, because I'm just kind of like to think that they're just so human and or humanized, and similar to us.
But what do you think you would do if let's say you took
if I saw one of them?
Let's say you took. Put yourself in this scenario. You've done shrooms too, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Imagine your own scenarios each. Imagine you were pop 4 grams, Like I'm gonna have a real trippy flight, right?
That's a big number.
And let's say you're
I
section,
microdosed before my flight to LA.
let's say you're section A1,
Okay.
right? That means you go first.
Yeah.
And behind you is this guy that's gonna sit next to you.
And he's already
No, let's
hooded
change.
up.
I'm changing it. You're A1, you go in first. But you're like me, and you're like, I'm gonna sit in the very back because I like sitting in the very back, even though I get to go in first. And when you get there, that guy's already there, but you're A1.
Okay, so he was already a passenger.
But you don't want to make a big deal about it. Still haven't seen his face. I see when you get there, he's like looking out his window, and it's your chance either you want middle seat or aisle seat. You're probably gonna take the aisle seat because it's more comfortable to leave a space in between.
Right.
I wouldn't even sit next to him. If he's the only one there and I'm there, I would just go in like the row in front of him.
Let's just say you did because you're on
Alright.
shrooms.
All right.
And you're not thinking like you do every day.
Right. You're like, whoa.
And this one, you take in like, let's say by the time everybody else sits down and they start giving you instructions on how to fucking take off. Am I tripping or is there bass outside?
Yeah. someone's
Imagine
bumping.
it starts to kick in right around takeoff, right? Once you reach elevation, you're fucked up.
You're peeking.
And like, let's just say your phone died, right? You say your phone died. That already fucking scares you. When your phone dies, it already makes you fucking nervous. You're like, I'm not connected to the world, right?
Yeah.
And you look over at this guy and you're just curious and you say, hey, sir, what time is it? And he's not acknowledging you. You just keep, you know what time it is. And after a while, it starts to irritate you. He just looks up at you and like fucking winks that way like a reptilian. And then, and then he just looks back down. What do?
Honestly, I can't say I wouldn't freak out, but part of my social anxiety and just part of the way I am.
I'd probably just not talk.
Yeah, I would. I would probably
Oh,
just.
shit.
Yeah, like I would just eat that shit, and in my own mind, I would like be doubting myself, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
did that really happen, or did that happen because I'm tripping? And I probably would sit the rest of the flight like
Just not
either
say
scared or in
shit.
fetal position, or just not wanting to look at him anymore. Honestly,
You think you would freak out eventually? Like if worse shit started happening, like a tentacle came out of his hoodie and he like tickled you?
probably.
Went back
But
in?
what if that's what happened to that fucking
What are you
lady,
gonna
and she's
do,
just
though?
like.
Yeah.
Probably the same thing. Probably get up and be like, "This motherfucker is not real
Yo.
back here. Like, this motherfucker is a
This dude's a
tentacle."
squid.
Yeah, like, bro, what if that's what happened, bro? I don't think that shit's completely out of this world. Like I said, I think this motherfucking passenger was some kind of alien hooligan pulling some shenanigans, and he's just like, I'm gonna make my presence known on this flight. he was like, I'm not gonna maybe cause the biggest scene, but I'm gonna fucking make my presence known somehow.
Mhm.
And I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Or maybe he just wants to fuck with people.
Yeah, I don't know,
He
but.
was on shrooms, and that's why he's all fucked up, like not moving.
The aliens just like
No,
forgot.
He's just a guy, but he's so fucked up. Maybe he took a Xanax before the flight.
So she just thinks he's.
Yeah, he's got
She just
headphones.
thinks
Because
he's
he's
not.
just
she
already
just zoned
fucking.
He's
He's
got this crazy bitch next to him talking to him. Like,
I mean, that sounds more reasonable, honestly.
It
Right.
But
defi-
the first
definitely
idea is
does.
funner.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Right.
yeah, people are poking, like people are making correlations between the two because yeah, the government's like aliens exist now, and they're like, okay, so this
Yeah.
lady's seen that. Someone else just recently seen what looks like the moon. I can't tell you what part of the world this was in, because I just saw a video the other day, and I'm like, nowadays you just don't even know what's real.
Yeah,
you're like,
right.
You're like, you don't know if these motherfuckers photoshopped it, but it looks like it's the moon, and then like, but then it you know like it looks like it doesn't move like the moon should. Like at first it is like there's a time lapse video, like and you kind of see it like rising up or down or whatever like the moon, but then it does like a weird fucking thing, and like goes off like yeah. So everyone's like that
That could
wasn't.
be easily generated, though.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm like, you don't know what's real, but people are saying things like that. They're like, there's fake moons or there's fucking.
Do you think they could shapeshift into whatever they want?
to an extent.
Like if one really wanted to, you can come in right now and we wouldn't see him. He'd blend into this blanket, and then
Just a
I'm-
blanket.
And all of a
just-
sudden, the fucking center eye looks at me.
That's like really advanced. Like
Yeah.
that's like I mean that's like I get what you're saying. That's like a more of a form of like not even shape shifting, but like advanced camo or like fucking
Right.
I don't even know what you call that, but it could be. I mean, yeah. What if they have some crazy ass technology or I like to think of like not Transformers, like obviously not big metal machines, but you've seen like in those Michael Bay movies, like in the second one there was the one that it looked like fluid metal, and yeah, like it like transforms itself into a little speaker box to fucking go on the president's plane. I don't know, there could be some tech like that, like aliens, yeah, maybe could shape shift to look into inanimate objects, not just a person or something.
Or maybe they just have technology that looks like an inanimate object.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a little box that can mimic, our phone or fucking something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's crazy to think about shit like that.
Yeah, everything can be generated nowadays. It's crazy. It's a fun time to be around, but it's a crazy time to be around.
Well, you never know what's real and what's not. That's my issue.
One random question before. Did you see a lot of trans people on the streets?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
The reason I ask is because some people nowadays, since it's so popular, it's kind of a fad thing. You might not even want to fucking be trans, but you're young and you think you want to. You start putting all these hormones in your fucking body. You become like reliant on a substance, and that turns into a drug addiction and depression, and you end up on the streets.
Well, right where I live right next to the Capitol on 13th and Grant, which is Capitol Hill. That's kind of like I didn't even really realize it when I moved there, but that's like the gay area for Colorado. Like I've noticed there's a lot of gay, trans people walking around every day, and then like
they're out there.
It's just like, but it's like that area, like right next to Cheeseman Park, and then
because there's even a couple bars like that. There's like a couple bars that have like straight up rainbow flags outside.
Yeah.
Well, that lifestyle, I don't have any fucking statistical evidence behind it, but I've always seen and kind of gotten the vibe that lifestyle itself involves more partying. Partying involves drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs and bad results.
Yeah.
Not everybody. I'm sure there's upstanding citizens who are gay, you know, to pay their taxes and everything.
Right.
But it I think makes it more likely.
I feel like nowadays it's
hormones can fuck up your psyche.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and like there is a lot of.
I don't think they should be letting. I mean, if you want to identify however you want, that's fine. But I think they should let underage kids put that shit in their body. It's fucked up.
No, I wouldn't.
It's like it's like altering your. I mean, not just your body, but your chemical brain and just I mean your way you think and stuff like that too.
Well, I heard it recently, and it makes sense. Like, imagine you are this. Let's say you're this fucking girl who thinks she's a guy, and you're like, I think I'm just a guy. So you start taking testosterone. They say that testosterone itself, and I can attest to it. When I was on TRT, you feel fucking amazing.
Right.
So they're saying that even if you're a woman, you take this TRT, you get this really euphoric feeling and feel awesome. And you're like, oh, and you might lie to yourself, oh, this is why I've always been a man, and this is why I feel better like this.
Right.
But it's not. It's just you just get hooked on the fucking drug. I mean, call it whatever you want, supplement, steroid, or drug. You get hooked on the substance.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to feel the same off of it.
So then, do they ever stop taking testosterone?
I don't think they do. I don't think they can.
No. I don't. It'll stop.
Because I know someone. I know like I used to know this guy who was dating someone that was trans. Like it was a guy that was trying to be a girl, and I think.
And they have to be on hormones if they want to keep a certain body style.
Yeah. I think they had to fucking keep taking the certain hormones.
And not always. There's girls on there who just get breast implants and start manipulating their body with plastic surgery, and they can stay. They still have boners and shit because they don't do hormones. But that make you feel a little weird?
No, because like I mean, like my roommate was actually
with dicks.
He was gay, so like he kind of opened my eyes to like a whole like gay scene. Not that I'm gay or anything, but like
it's okay.
I just never fucking like because you're right. Like it's fucking crazy that there will be a girl with fucking banging ass tits, but then you go home and you're gonna fuck her. She whips out a dick bigger than yours, and it's crazy because it's everywhere.
Well, for those listeners who know me,
oh shit,
I think that's kind of hot. I like watching shemale
like
porn. I don't know
chicks
why.
with dicks.
I don't know if when I met one in real life, I might like get nervous when I see a dick, but
you're like, ooh.
But I love.
We gotta take you to Thailand for your bachelor party if you ever have one with all the lady boys in Thailand. That's what they're famous for.
See, one time I went to a Starbucks and there was one that helped me out at the drive-thru, and the reojo just looking at the alley, I was like, oh shit, she's kind of hot, right? And so. Later that day, I wrapped back around for a second coffee.
You're like, I'm gonna go back.
Like,
this time,
luckily, peek.
And I went inside, and then luckily she helped me. But then once I got real close, I'm like, oh no, she still like looks like
that's a man.
I can still tell it's a dude. She has dude teeth, like.
She has that jaw. Yeah.
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 Beautiful gal, just not my type.
Right.
But there are some you can't tell.
No, you can't.
But maybe once you're actually in front of them, you can tell. I don't know.
No, you can't.
Nah, I've seen certain I feel like everyone
I mean,
says
you
they can
can pick
tell,
up
but
that
I've seen
sense,
I've
but-
seen I've seen posts like I'm not saying in person, but I have seen posts of like really famous, like not famous, maybe Instagram models or something, but like some really good transitions. And I'll be honest with you, if I seen them
Can't
out,
even
I
fucking-
wouldn't be able to tell. Like,
Right.
like I mean, yeah, there's some of them that do such a good job at these surgeries and everything else.
You ever seen a really hot female fuck a really hot girl? There's something about it. I don't know
Damn.
what it is, but it's an amazing sight.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's like almost if you're watching two lesbians fucking.
In a way,
Kind of like when you watch them fuck each other with a strap on.
it's just
I'm
the
not gonna
dick is
lie,
real this time.
I'm not gonna lie, I have seen I've seen a video or two like that. It's not what I normally go to or what I search, but I've been curious and I've seen a she-male, fucking a hot girl, and I mean I don't see it in my mind. It doesn't register as gay. It's a guy that wants to dress like a woman fucking a girl. I don't know.
No, there are females who don't like guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are females who just want to be a chick with a dick and keep fucking girls.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean,
As crazy as that sounds, I'm all for it. Fuck it.
yeah.
Some
Yeah.
will go all the way and cut it off, but I don't know.
I just think you're free now in this day and age to do whatever you want.
Whatever you want, literally.
Whatever you want to do,
Well,
and
fuck
whatever
all that
you want
political
to
shit.
like.
It's still a little weird psyche-wise. If you think about it, I think it really is such a thing as gender dysmorphia.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're born and raised, and you're told man fucks
Yeah.
a woman fucks a man, or so when you see a woman, but it's a man fucking a woman, you're kind of just like,
Yeah, it's
wait a
because of the
second,
way
like-
it's because of the way you're brought up, and I mean
Right.
9 times out of 10, like now parents are different, but
Mhm.
back then all our parents told us he has a mommy and a daddy,
right.
and I mean
Not a mommy, that's a daddy.
I
like-
have a person, I was a listener from here. He was sending questions, and he was a gay dude, but he telling me that he can't date a girl because he himself is too much like a girl. He says that they clash heads.
oh yeah, I can see. I mean, I
Well,
can
my
kinda see
roommate-
He said
that.
he likes pussy. He's like, I like pussy, but I
Yeah.
don't like women. Like I
Yeah.
end up bumping heads of women.
Yeah.
Our energies don't. But that's exactly what I said. I was like, we just deal with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
My,
We don't.
that's how my roommate is. He's like,
It
well,
might just be an excuse. You just want to go suck some dick.
right.
I don't know.
Well,
My girlfriend said the same thing because she's dated girls before,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of tells me that she just like she can't be with a girl long term or mentally.
It's hard.
mentally, for her like
Yeah.
which I guess
Women
I guess I
are
can understand,
stressful.
but as a guy, I don't really understand because like you said, we gotta put up with the women's stuff all the time.
Right.
I wonder if I'll ever date a dude before I die.
Maybe not.
I don't. It
This
doesn't-
is a conversation
it
you need to
doesn't spike-
start.
it
You
doesn't
need to
spike
start
me.
having with Jocelyn now.
Not. I mean,
I'm just fucking.
I mean, it doesn't interest me now. But who's to say? Who's to say that 20 years down the road we don't get a divorce? And I just don't want to start over.
Well, it happens a lot. My
I was,
friend-
I was gonna say that my fucking my mom and dad. I've heard of it before, but I never knew what it was about. But they're watching this show called Grace and Frankie.
Mhm.
That's pretty much what it's about. They're like old ass people, like it's like an old ass couple. They're probably in their 70s, but they're like friends, and the husbands leave the wives for each other. Like it's like a sitcom-y fucking type show, but
That's kind of fucked
that's
up.
pretty. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty common. Like it's a pretty fucking common thing with older people, and people like men or also with women. Like there's this cases where women will leave their husbands for their friend a long time, but I feel like it's kind of like they created a bond over these years, and it just. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but it just turns into something gay. Like,
I wonder if that's just sexual tension, though.
I mean, that's what it is, but obviously if they feel sexually attracted to each other, then they make that correlation that they're like, I'm either gay or I'm bi, or obviously, I'm fucking attracted to you.
well, so like what my roommate like told me, he's like, with that is like what even is gay? Like what is bi? Like what is that? Because really, like look at you, like you're straight, right? But you're like, well, what if
so
I
far,
fucking-
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what might happen down the road.
Right,
I'm
see,
a little
so,
mental,
like-
I'm a little mentally bi.
right? Well, but like that's what I'm saying.
That's
so
the
like you can't like
that's the
label,
spectrum.
I'm on the spectrum. That's for
Yeah.
damn
right,
sure.
right, yeah. Like you can't label that because if walking down the street you're a straight man, but really you could be fucking sucking some D behind the
They
fucking
don't know what's
curtains,
going
you
on
know?
behind closed doors.
You know what I mean? So you can't really like label gay or bi or anything like that because it's just curiosity. I feel like.
I think that
Would you
whole-
touch
I
Ryan
think-
Reynolds' penis?
I don't know, but I might touch Brad Pitt's. I'll leave it that way.
That's a good answer.
Brad Pitt.
Like, I think gay and bi and all that shit, the modern day terminology is more of an identity terminology.
Right.
The actual thing, it's homosexuality and heterosexuality.
Right. Exactly.
You're either hetero, homo, or bi. All this other shit, trans, femtop, or whatever the fuck people
all
are.
that crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just all identifying terminology. I don't think it's actually, it can't be a scientific term.
Well, yeah,
I would
because they're
agree.
still. I mean, they're still attracted. Yeah, like they're still attracted to something. They have their
Right.
preference and sexual orientation, or some of them like. Yeah, I mean, my girlfriend's kind of the same way. She likes girls and guys, or she said the same thing. How she has been attracted to trans people, or has kind of gets that. Yeah, like I don't know. People are just. I just don't think there's. Yeah, like
It's
Ryan
just
was
new.
saying.
I think it's new. That's why it's popular right now. It's blowing up. It's a real popular thing. They're saying that the younger the generations, the more they're becoming this LGBTQ lifestyle.
Well, I mean, it's everywhere.
Eventually, everybody's gonna be bi, just fucking each other.
Just fucking each other.
I mean, it's definitely pretty more
Well,
normalized. I went to the Pride Fest like last month with
Yeah.
because my lady and her friend went. So I just went with them to fucking. Honestly, I was curious and I wanted to just go. I mean, my mind always goes to fucked up places like there's gonna be a mass shooting or some
Yeah,
crazy
I'm the
shit,
same
some
way.
kind of like local event. So like, I just wanted to go with them, fucking try to keep them safe or whatever the fuck. But it was interesting. There was a lot of trans people. There was some fucking girls that were out with just pasties on, and I'm just looking at where my girlfriend's like, it's okay, baby, you could look. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just looking at fucking titties, ass, like literally hanging out. There's fucking like furries, like
Yep.
legit people in full fucking dog and
outfits.
like wolf suits, and I'm just like, fuck. And it was a hot ass day, bro. I was like, fuck, dude. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know how
they'll
these
die in
motherfuckers
that
are there.
shit.
Probably smart
But there was
shit.
one that there was this girl in like a white wolf outfit, and like I was just looking, and I was like, I don't know why. That's kind of hot.
You can still see the like the
you
women.
can see her figure,
curve.
yeah. You can see her figure, curvature and stuff. And she's fucking like dancing kind of around like flitty and all this and that. I don't know. I was just like, that's a little hot.
I
like,
got you going.
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm like,
I want
I'm
to
not,
put her on all fours.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not necessarily a furry, but I mean, yeah, I said it there too. Like when my girlfriend and her friend were there, I was like, that's kind of fucking hot.
I would fuck a hot furry.
Yeah. I mean,
I think anyone would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know?
not
I prefer.
that's definitely not one of the
it be a
weirdest.
female.
It's definitely
but-
not
Right. Right.
It's definitely not one of the weirdest kinks out there.
No, I don't think so because it's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, we all are a little weird, but yeah. It's all just identity fucking issue. Everybody wants to have some label for their identity. But where I was going with that is we're the only fucking animal who adds these labels to our sexuality.
It's weird.
I don't think fucking gorillas and all this other shit are talking about. Oh, look at Jesus.
Well, they don't have the complex mental capacity. As
You don't think
humans
there's a
either.
silverback?
No, I don't think they're like-
They could communicate definitely to some extent, but they don't like as smart as animals are. Even dolphins and stuff, I still don't believe they have the complex enough systems to think and come up with the ideas that humans do.
What if we just revert to that lifestyle down the road where like anybody can fuck anybody and no one even has those like terminologies anymore? It's more of a dominance issue. Like some guy might just dominate you, just punk
It's
you.
like I'm here to fucking rape you, like take your fucking manhood or what?
Yeah, like,
Like
just,
prison rules.
just a
That's
dominance
fucking
thing.
scary to think about. Like I don't
No,
want.
not so either.
I don't
Not
want to
so-
be
not-
sexually dominated out on these streets.
Not so illegally.
And I don't want to. I mean, I would, probably out of necessity, but I don't want to have to fucking sexually dominate no one either.
Right.
I wonder.
But yeah, what if it's me or him? Like, and I'm like, boy, you ain't getting
Yeah.
You ain't getting me.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking.
You
You remember
thought.
Scary Movie 2 where the fucking clown tries to rape him and he's like,
Yeah.
nah, and he fucking turns him around and fucking. I think he wraps his dick around his neck or some crazy shit. Like, yeah, that's. Yeah, I really hope it never comes to that.
No, I wasn't talking about so illegal, but I'm talking about where the actual desire or the tension is dominating, not so much I just want to be gay and fuck a dude, because then in the future that terminology might not even exist anymore. It just might be like, oh, look, Ryan fucked Manny. And it's
You
not
guys
even
are just having sex.
Sorry, Manny.
The other day I heard they were having an argument at a party, and then Manny just fucked Ryan.
Oh, I like the other way better, where I was dominating him.
It doesn't.
Yeah, you see, so it's just a mental thing. Yeah, like I don't want to get fucked, but
Yeah.
I'll fuck you.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, look at the guys
I'm
that
not
take it.
getting fucked. I'm doing the fucking.
For
There's gonna be
real.
submissive gay dudes that take advantage of that. They're like, yeah, dominate me. I'll just let you.
Well, there is.
Oh yeah,
That's what a
that's-
dominate, like a
not
dominatrix
even
is
gay,
for.
not even gay. I mean, that's. I mean, there's a lot.
There's
of
fucking
straight,
men.
straight couples
Yeah.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
It's nice though, honestly. Like, I mean, I'll let a girl fucking whip me a couple times, burn me with some fucking candle wax.
Step on your balls.
I
I was gonna say how far does it? I was gonna say how far does
That's-
it go for you though? Because I've seen and heard
It
about.
get-
I've
it-
seen or heard about guys being like,
Right.
yeah, they'll step on their balls. They're putting on a fucking cigarette on their neck.
Yeah.
They put them on a leash.
Yeah,
and then
that's like-
it's like, where does it end? Like
It ends for me at like
you got your
The
safe
candle
word. You
wax.
got your safe word right at the stage too, the candle wax, and you're like, that's it.
yeah,
That's
right.
it. Banana.
Pineapple juice, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I was looking for a good outro song. You know how we end these usually? Usually, I let the new guest say a ending phrase or word, quote the quote. You know, something you want, just a motivational quote. You could talk shit for a little bit. You could just say one word, one sound. Doesn't really matter.
So you just want me to talk?
It doesn't matter what you want to
Say
ask.
like
Just
a,
however you feel.
a
It's-
closing phrase, something you want to leave the viewers with, something you want to say, something
Yo.
you want to shout out.
You have a little bit to think about it.
Shout out
Shout
to my
out.
family.
You got a little bit of time to think about it.
How much time?
About 15 seconds, 20 seconds while I find this song.
All right.
Outro.
I'll find it.
I think I know what I'm gonna say.
Thinking long and hard about this one, huh? All right. Here we go. What is the outro for this video?
Thank you to you guys for having me on the I Guess So podcast. I appreciate it. And, you know, shout out to Manny with his rapping, Jack on the board over there, Chris, the big boss. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And fucking live life however you want to fucking live it. Rock on.
Yes, sir. That's how you do it.
Hell yeah.
This is DJ Spizike. You know him.
Esa canción que suena, mitad nostalgia,
Qué buena rolita,
mitad
güey.
poesía.
I like this.
This takes a turn. You can cut our mics.
Cut the mic.